driving this car. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has definitely been a minute since I've picked up a camera and I've filmed myself, but we're at the end of the year. We are at the end of the race season, which means hopefully videos will pick back up, and I'm very, very excited for that because I have a lot of stuff that is in the works, and we get to do one of those big things in this video, which I'm really, really excited for. But I decided to drive the Ferrari in this morning. I can't get enough of this car. It is just so much fun. We're gonna be doing the first big thing to this car very, very soon. But in this video, we get to start to transform my brand new garage into a place that I can actually work in. And this will probably be a multi-episode kind of thing, but this is gonna be sick. It's gonna be a long weekend, but I know it's gonna be worth it. So let's head home and I'm gonna show you guys what I got going on for this video. One more quick thing before I head home. I know I've talked to you guys about doing a product drop this year. I have not done a single drop at all for 2024, and I feel really bad. I took a step back from it. I wanted to take a little break, but on December 16th, which is my birthday, I'm gonna be doing the only drop that I have for the year. And thankfully, it's not just one or two things, it's 10 new items that are gonna be added to my website. All new designs, all new things that I've never made, and I'm extremely, extremely pumped for it. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. Mark it in your calendars. December 16th, my big product drop goes live, and I would really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you guys could support it. 2024 has been a little bit of a rocky year for me, and part of that was because I didn't create anything cool for you guys to buy. So thank you guys, help your boy out, and now let's start the video. All right, we are home. It's time to show you guys the garage with some fresh cars in it. Had to put the wide lens on to make it a little easier to film in here. Look, we got all 3 rigs in here. So in this video, I plan to paint the ceiling and also hang up some brand new lighting that I have. Right now, this is just a bare shop. There's nothing in here at all besides my lawnmower and my 2 cars. I can't really work on anything until I get lights in here. Because it's November and daylight savings time is pretty much right around the corner, so when I get home, it's gonna be dark. So it'll be nice to have lights in here. I ran an extension cord just to trickle charge the NSX, so both these cars should be good. I can just move these cars out, and then we can start kind of figuring out how we're going to do the ceiling. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, Mike, shouldn't you insulate the garage first? And I went back and forth about this for a while, and the inside temperature of this place has never exceeded the outside temperature. So this place, it doesn't become an oven in here, which is really nice. And I think with it being bare the way that it is, it'll be tolerable, and plus I plan on putting AC in here at some point, so it'll just make it even more tolerable. Who knows, maybe I'll regret my decision a year from now, but for the time that I've been in here so far, I've always been comfortable, so I think we'll be okay. Did I mention how much space there is in here with 2 cars? This is perfect. About this time last year, I made a video renovating the garage that's attached to my house because I originally had plans to make that my little workshop area, but that didn't work out. So I ended up building this place this year, and now we get to do it all over again. But this time we're gonna go a little bit more budget because in that video, I used Musso black paint, which is like the darkest, blackest paint in the world. Cost me like $1,000 just for the paint by itself, and that was a really stupid decision. So this time we're doing just basic gloss black for the ceiling. I think it's gonna look really, really good, and it's gonna give pretty much the same effect. It'll just look like a really nice modern garage ceiling. I have to cover all the walls, so I'm going to create a line, probably from this line right here with tape and the drop cloth, and go all the way across, and then same thing for just cover the entire back walls here. And then we can start painting the roof itself, which I just went on Amazon and bought a cheap $40 electric sprayer. But yeah, I guess the first thing I'm gonna try and tackle is the sidewalls, because those are gonna be the most annoying. I gotta have to cut around these pillars here and kind of get those nice and covered so that they don't get any overspray. Commence time lapse. Hard time deciding whether I should tape off the framing going across the top of the roof or just paint over it. I'm leaning towards painting over it because it's just gonna become a distraction once the lights are in front of it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I got one wall done. It took me about half an hour, so say another hour and a half to 2 hours and we'll have this whole place taped up and ready to spray. Okay, well, after 4 hours of prep work, I got everything covered that I want to. You guys can see I got a nice solid tape line going across there, all the way around the top. Everything's nice and covered. It's time to paint the ceiling. Me taking the time that I did to do the prep work the right way just means that the ceiling is gonna come out amazing. So I'm gonna strap you guys back in the tripod, get this paint mixed up, and then we're just gonna go to town and start spraying. Hopefully this comes out good. Taking a little break from the garage. It's coming out super cool. I can't wait to turn it into a super cool like studio space. Maybe I'll even hang up a TV in there and I can watch all my shows. I've recently been starting watching a couple series from Japan, and the only way that I've been able to confidently watch them is actually due to today's video sponsor, NordVPN. NordVPN is a virtual private network that has a ton of features to keep you safe and secure when you're browsing online. They got things like a password manager that generates unique passwords, saves them to their program, and allows you to sync and access them from all your devices and your browsers. Say you're at a Starbucks and you're using the public Wi-Fi to catch up on something real quick. You don't want homeboy over there sipping on a pink refresher to be able to steal your data. That's where NordVPN comes into play. Let's say you're downloading some files. No one likes viruses, no one likes malware. Well, NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro blocks those websites that are fake, malicious, and on top of that, their Threat Protection Pro has an ad blocker built in, so you won't get any weird pop-ups or ads on the side of your screen anymore. It's amazing. But I think the feature that I use the most from NordVPN is their ability to allow you to change your server location so that you can watch and access the full online spectrum of every single country. I use it a ton when I'm traveling for work. It allows me to watch TV shows, movies, things like that that I don't have access to in America. When I'm over in the UK, Ireland, Australia, Canada, and I need full unvetted access to the internet, I can simply go on a NordVPN and I can change my server location to Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, and I can have full access to everything, including shows and movies that I don't normally get over here in the States. And that's probably the biggest reason why I love NordVPN so much. If you guys want to start being safe on the internet, block all those ads, protect your computer and your phone from malware, and check out that new show that you've been wanting to watch, you guys can go to my link at the very top of the description, nordvpn.com/divinevpn, where you can take advantage of their exclusive NordVPN deal, plus 4 months extra free. It's risk-free, you got nothing to worry about, and on top of it, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied, you can get your money back, but I know you will be. I want to give a big, massive thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Now let's go finish painting the garage. Quick pause for this. I'm already down 2 cans, and this is how much I've been able to do. So it's definitely going to be another one of those, like what happened in the other garage video where I got to get more paint, but it's laying down really nice. It looks awesome. I'm pumped about it. Thankfully, Lowe's is only 3 minutes away, so I can just go get a few more pints once I run out, but this is looking awesome. The gun's working great. I'll leave a Amazon link in the description for you guys that are, I don't know, maybe interested in doing something like this. $40. not too bad. The only problem though is it's not designed to spray vertically. So you can spray vertically for a while, but then once you get low on paint, you kind of have to shoot at a 45-degree angle and then a flat angle. So like it's kind of weird, but it is working, so. Lowe's only had 2 quarts of gloss black. So I ended up actually picking up 2 cans, and I'm also gonna be using these, but what I've found so far with doing this is there's a lot of little crevices and things. Using the electric sprayer to get in there uses a lot more paint than you should. So I'm actually gonna go through the rest of everything with the spray paint cans and get all those little crevices first. It's the same paint, oil-based, semi-gloss black. That way, when I use the electric sprayer with the quarts of paint, I don't have to focus on a spot and just waste paint to just get some in that little area. So I think that's smart. I'm gonna try that. We'll see how it works. Two cans got me a decent amount of the way through. It'll make the electric sprayer's job much easier. So I'm losing daylight. I'm gonna keep going until I run out of paint again. And if I finish today, great. If not, I'll pull the cars back in, pull them back out tomorrow, and we'll pick this up then. But it's taking shape, it's getting there, and it looks awesome. It's the next day, about to start on getting the rest of the ceiling done. It did get a little bit of condensation in here overnight, so the ceiling on the inside is still a little bit wet. I gotta wait for that to dry before I can paint, obviously. So I have 1 quart left. I just placed another mobile order for 3 more cans of the spray paint. So hopefully today we can knock out the ceiling, get it all done. It's black, it looks good. The condensation kind of messed up the finish in a couple areas, but it's gonna get covered by lights anyways, so. What do you think? Yes. Very nice, very nice. This was honestly so much work. It's insane. I went into this thinking that I was gonna be able to paint everything in a day and then hang the lights in another day. It took 2 full days to paint this and probably quadruple the amount of paint that I had thought. Thankfully this time though, I didn't go with something ridiculously expensive like the blackest paint in the world. So I probably spent a total of 150 bucks on paint, which is sick. I got the final section, the whole center section done. It was very painstaking and a nightmare with that short little 6-foot ladder, but I managed to get it all done. Center section's drying now, but that means that we can take all of the drop cloth off, everything like that, all the tape, and we can see exactly what this looks like. But I'm pumped. This looks awesome. I'm glad I took the time to do the prep work the right way, because I think once I peel this stuff off, it's gonna look awesome. the end of another day, but the ceiling is done and it looks perfect. Exactly what I wanted. It was so satisfying taking that plastic off because it just created a perfect tape line going all the way around every single corner. There's a couple areas where it's like dusted and there's still like a tiny little bit of white showing through, but you have to literally be a foot away from it to be able to tell. It looks amazing. Everything that I did today is still curing, and that's why it, has a different sheen to it. I underestimated this for sure. Good to know that the ceiling is all done. I can move the cars in. I'll pick this up again very soon, add the lights. I'm so excited for the lights. It's gonna be sick. My feet have created a new pattern on the concrete. You can hear them. It's a new day and it's time to finally tackle the light setup for this garage. Now, my other smaller garage last year, a company by the name of Hyperlight reached out to me and they wanted to supply me with some really nice hex lights for my other garage. And when I had this garage finished, they reached out once again and said, hey, you need lights for your new garage? We got you. And I absolutely love the way they look in my other garage, so of course I had to say yes. But this time, since we got a bigger garage, they sent me bigger hex lights. I don't know exactly how big they are. They said that these were 11 panel, where I believe my other ones are 5 panel. So we're gonna see. These are gonna put out a ton of light. It's gonna look fantastic. And because Hyperlight has returned once again, I want to leave a link in the description to where you guys can pick these up. And they're actually running a Black Friday sale right now. So if you guys like what you see in this video from Hyperlight and you want a set for yourself, click the link in the description. Take advantage of the deal because these lights are awesome. We're gonna get the first one built out, see how big it is, and then figure out somehow how to get it on the ceiling. Holy crap. I think it's gonna fill up each corner of here like to the max, which is gonna be sick. Not really sure what happened to the paint. It was the same brand, same kind, just one was out of a gun and one was out of a spray can. So I'm gonna do some touch up on that, get some, satin clear, put that over the rest of the roof. That way everything kind of blends in. But I wanna get the lights up first and see how noticeable that is, because the lights are gonna be bright as heck. The next thing is getting this up there somehow. I kind of have an idea, but it's not gonna be super easy. I might call on Sam to help me out real quick, but I have it in the dead center of the shop right now. Time to put it up there. All right, I ended up just turning the camera off because we were really trying to figure out how to do this the right way. And we did, it just took some trial and error. So I went over to my neighbor, asked if he had a taller ladder, which he did. Could have used that when I was painting. Attached it to the rafters in the corner first, let it hang, and then moved the ladders out and swung it up to the ceiling, and then put some temporary zip ties up there. The fishing line that I ended up buying was not strong enough, so don't buy that stuff. And then once I had it on the ceiling itself, held in by zip ties, I started attaching it and kind of rearranging it or moving it so that it's perfectly symmetrical in the ceiling, and it looks great now. So definitely a two-person job with these big lights. I was able to do it by myself with the smaller ones. So I'm gonna build out the second set now. Hopefully, now that I know how to do this the right way, this set can go a whole lot quicker. All right, I'm very, very happy with the way that these look. They're perfectly symmetrical, perfectly mounted in the center of the ceiling. There's the center peak there. Pretty damn close. I got the wires plugged in and ran, so I gotta run to Lowe's and get some extension cord because I have a whole plan to kind of have all this stuff route and run properly. But yeah, I'm gonna run to Lowe's, get some extension cords, try and get everything figured out, get some clear coat for the rest of the ceiling because this whole like flat gloss stuff going on here, not a fan of that at all. I'm pumped though, we're getting there. It's almost time to see this complete with some cars in here. One Lowe's trip later, so I got 7 cans of semi-gloss clear, 1 can of semi-gloss black, heavy duty surge protector to basically run everything, and then a brown extension cord because Lowe's didn't have the right length black one. So I'm gonna get the lights all fastened up, get all the wiring kind of tucked away, everything like that. Then I'm gonna focus on fixing the ceiling, making sure that it all kind of looks uniform, but I want to make sure that the lights work first, so let's do that. All ready? First try. Yes, sir. This looks so freaking cool. They might be overdone and people use them all the time, but it's for a good reason. It's because they're awesome. I'm pumped. These turned out amazing. Now I'm gonna try and fix the color difference. It makes no sense because I bought the same paint. The paint that was in the quartz was semi-gloss black Rust-Oleum and the same exact thing in the spray cans. So I'm guessing it's just like a different chemical mixture for the quartz instead of the spray cans. I don't know. But I got like 8 cans of semi-gloss clear coat. So I'm just gonna go over everywhere where it's noticeable. And then we'll be finally done. I can clean up in here and all that stuff. One more step. Finally done with episode 1 of the garage renovation. This is a big project, but I'm glad we were able to get it done in this episode. I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot to do just a painted ceiling and some lights on there, but it took me 2 consecutive weekends to get this done. It came out more beautiful than I could have ever imagined, and we are nowhere near done, thankfully. I plan on turning this into an incredible studio space as well as a place to be able to work on cars, have it be extremely vibey, and just a little dream come true. Now one of the last things that I put up was the neon sign that I had made, and that was actually by Hyperlight as well. That's their new neon sign series that they've released, and you guys can customize them, make them however you want. They're super, super cool and the perfect final touch to this video. That and the string lights that I put outside, I've always wanted those, so I'm extremely happy with this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next video coming up, we're gonna start working on this thing, which I'm extremely excited for, and we might even dive back to some more garage renovations very, very soon. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you NordVPN for sponsoring this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.